We have Basilios Clamus Totinko, who is the major archbishop of the Syro-Malankar. Listeners may be a little bit confused about the major archbishop Syro-Malabar and Syro-Malankar, but they're two different Catholic rites. They're in India with two different traditions that are similar.
This is the Archbishop of Abuja in Nigeria, Cardinal John Onyekan. Cardinal Salazar Gomez of Bogota, the Archbishop of Bogota in Colombia, which of course is a country that's been under siege so long with drug wars, but nonetheless the faith is very vibrant.
And next is the much discussed Cardinal from the Philippines, Luis Antonio Tagale.
He looks young and is young.
Yes.
Born in 1957.
Just got his red hat last November.
Now we have Cardinal Jean-Louis Turin, who has worked in the Vatican Diplomatic Corps most of his priesthood, and now works here in the Vatican for the Pontifical Council for Interreligious Dialogue.
This is Cardinal Antilio Nicora.
President Emeritus of the APSA, the Administration for the Patrimony of the Apostolic See.
Yes, they sort of run the buildings here
Yes.
in Vatican.
And this is Cardinal William Joseph Lavater, a native of Los Angeles, who had been Archbishop in Portland, Oregon, as well as San Francisco, before he became the highest-ranking American ever in the Vatican as the prefect for the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith.
This is Cardinal Rode.
A Slovenian who is the emeritus prefect of the Congregation for Religious here in the Vatican.
Next is Cardinal Leonardo Sandri, a man you've heard a lot about as well.
Cardinal Sandre is the prefect of the Congregation for Oriental Churches.
This is Cardinal Giovanni Lajolo, who is the retired governor of the Vatican City-State.
Next is Cardinal Paul Josef Cordes.
He's a German cardinal. He's the president emeritus of the Pontifical Corps.
Cardinal Angelo Comastri, who is the Archpriest of St. Peter's Basilica. You'd recognize him. He led our Holy Hour in the presence of Blessed Sacrament a few days ago. He's the former head of the great, beautiful Marian shrine here in Italy called Loreto.
Stanislas Cardinal Rilko, president emeritus of the Pontifical Council for the Laity.
This is Cardinal Rafael Farina.
He is a Don Bosco father, and he is an archivist emeritus of the Vatican Secret Archives.
This is Cardinal Angelo Amato.
Who's got one of the, I think, best jobs for the Vatican as the prefect for the Congregation that makes saints.
Not a bad job. This is Cardinal Robert Sarah.
This is Cardinal Monterisi, who is the former Archpriest of the Basilica of St. Paul's outside the walls, where St. Paul's mortal remains rest.
And here comes the former Archbishop of St. Louis, Cardinal Raymond Burke, now at the Apostolic Signature of the Vatican Supreme Court.
Yes, passionate group of friends in the United States, much beloved.
This is Cardinal Kurt Koch, who is the president of the Pontifical Council for Christian Unity, a German.
This is Cardinal Sandri, Paolo Sandri. Sardi.
Sardi, correction.
Sardi.
Yes, exactly.
And next is Cardinal Mauro Piacenza, who is the former head of the prefect for the Congregation on the Clergy here in...
He's the current.
We say
he's
former and emeritus because technical
Yes.
resigns or dies, all of them emeritus, and most of them are reappointed.
This is Cardinal Velasio de Paulus, Scalabrini father, and he was my thesis advisor. He is now the head of the commission which is regulating the Legionaries of Christ.
This is Cardinal Gianfranco Ravasi. He was the preacher of the Lenten retreat this year to great acclaim. Not too many people can combine Thomas Aquinas and Amy Winehouse in the same homily. He
No
does
wonder
it.
why he's called the Church's most interesting man.
Cardinal Fernando Filoni.
Who is what used to be called the Black Pope, the head of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, serving all the missionary lands of the Church. This is Cardinal Manuel Monteiro de Castro, who is the Apostolic Penitentiary for the Vatican, who helps priests and bishops throughout the world, what we call the internal forum, confession and spiritual direction.
This is the Archpriest of the Basilica of St. Mary Major, Cardinal Abrili Castello.
Next, Cardinal Antonio Maria Veglio.
Who is the president of the Pontifical Council for the pastoral care of migrants and itinerants. This is Cardinal Giuseppe Bertello, who is the governor of the Vatican City-State, the one who runs more or less the country on a day-by-day basis for the Holy Father.
Later this afternoon, we're going to take you on a little tour of Vatican City. For that is Cardinal Francisco Cotta Palmerio.
The president of the Pontifical Council for Legislative Texts, which interprets the Code of Canon Law for the Church.
This is Cardinal João Brás de Avis, a Brazilian who heads here in Rome the Congregation for Religious and Societies of Apostolic Life.
And here comes Cardinal Edwin O'Brien, the former Archbishop of Baltimore, now head of the Equestrian Order.
Of the Holy Sepulchre. He's a New York priest originally, and he is the Grand Master of the Holy
right.
Sepulchre.
And former rector at the North American College
Yes,
as well.
and just like Cardinal Dolan.
This is Cardinal Domenico Calcagno, an Italian who's the president of the administration of the patrimony of the Apostolic See. APSA, it's called by short.
Joseph Cardinal Versailles, president of the Prefecture for the Economic Affairs of the Holy See, another ex-professor of mine at the Gregorian University.
And last is Cardinal James Harvey, the former prefect of the papal household.
Archpriest of St. Paul's outside the walls, Milwaukee native, and it's great that we have an American have the last word.
Yes.